Alrighty, here it is, the E-Revo Brushless Edition. As you can see, I have some huge tires on here. Yeah, the truck's sitting up kind of high. These are the 3.8-inch trenchers, Proline trenchers. They're the pre-mounts on Desperado rims. They are big tires. Here's a comparison with the stock Talon tires. And here is a 3.8-inch Proline road rage tire. With the stock Talon, as you can see, there's the comparison there, and they are, well, you can see the trenchers are pretty wide, about I'd say about 3/4 of an inch wider than the stock Talons. These are pretty good tires. They're awesome tires. I'm really pleased with them. They hook up well in the dirt. I've noticed I can control the truck a lot more in the air with these tires on here. I like to do backflips and stuff. These make it so easy to do backflips. I can do backflips off just the smallest jumps and still land back on all fours. Now, they're good on the dirt. Like I said, great on the dirt. I'm very pleased with them. Pavement, not so much. They do hook up well on the pavement. They got plenty of traction. But I've ran them on the pavement about two or three times. Notice they're kind of getting wore down, and they do balloon huge on the pavement. So, you know, they're not, I wouldn't recommend them for the pavement. But anyways, after I put these on, a couple of things. Broke some parts and some heat issues. Now, broken parts. Rear bulkhead was kind of my fault. Landed on the back wing, kind of wrong from a jump. That was like my second time jumping the truck. Did that, and bulkhead blew out the rear diff. Now, I blew out the rear diff after I replaced the bulkhead. When I broke the bulkhead, I also broke the center skid plate into two pieces. It's just snapped in half. But anyways, after I replaced that, I drove for about 20 minutes and I blew out the rear diff. Now, what I mean by blew out the rear diff is the bearing shattered inside and stripped out the ring and pinion gear. Completely stripped them out. Here's some of the diff housing here. Now you can see inside there, a bearing goes inside there, but if you can see, that is not completely round. You can see where all the little ball bearings kind of bounced around in there and screwed it all up. So what I did when I bought the new one was I shimmed the diff. That's what I mean by shim the diff, is this part here goes inside here. Now, of course, a bearing goes down in there. So you get some shims, like so, and slide them on here. Now you can put one or two. I've seen some people use as many as 3, but I think that's a little much. Now you put the little shim on there. There's a bearing in there. This thing will go down inside here, and then your assembled diff would go in like that. Now, is what shimming it does is it brings these gears closer together, and so you don't strip these out. Now you got to be careful when you shim the diff. You don't want it too tight. You want it to spin freely. I only had to use one shim. I put 2 on there and it was too tight, so one shim. Now, I am running the long travel rockers, 60 weight shock oil, on all fours. The silver springs up front, blues in the back. Awesome. Great. Plenty of travel. I jumped a few times, maybe 2 runs with the stock rockers on. The it kept slapping the ground. Just wasn't good, you know. I mean, it's going to get scratched up if you're jumping. But very pleased with how it's set up with the long travels, some thicker shock oil in the springs, combination with the tires, nice smooth landings, good backflips, real controllable. It's very pleased. Heating issues, I was running 2054 with the road rage tires, so I changed that to 1858, and I also tuned down the ESC, the timing on the ESC. Now my weather here has been around 100 degrees during the day, so I've been waiting for the evening to go out bashing. ESC is running about 125, motor's running between 140, 150 degrees, so that's pretty good. I changed out the front bumper. Here's the stock Traxxas one. I'll focus in there. And there you go. You can see how small this one is. And there's that. Now, the reason is this thing broke, front of the body. Now, you can see how the RPM one covers the whole front. And it looks better. It's a bit black. I mean, it's dirty and screwed up, but it works. So, besides the tires and the front bumper, everything else is stock. I've broken 2 drive lines with, you know, since putting the tires on. I'm going to go ahead and upgrade these as soon as these go out. I have some spare drive lines, so as soon as I run through those, these have been wearing out. You can see, just to focus in there, get the glare. These here, you can see how it's got a gap there, and how this thing is kind of bent, that plastic piece. As soon as I run out, I got a couple extra spare drive lines, so as soon as I run out of those, I'm gonna go ahead and go with the Traxxas ones, because for the price of 2 MIP ones, I can get all 4 Traxxas, the metal ones. So I'm gonna go ahead and go with those. Otherwise, that's all I'm gonna do to it. Not gonna do too much else. I don't think it needs really anything else. I'm kind of against aluminum parts because they just bend instead of bust. When I break some A-arms, I'm going to go ahead and get the RPM ones. I might get the True Track for the rear. Batteries that I use. Duratrax Onyx 8000 milliamp 35C 2-cell lipos. 2 of them. They are thick batteries, but they do fit nice. They don't bounce around. They fit really well. They are good, nice, tight fit. They fit good. So with these batteries on the dirt, about 45 minutes. On the street doing some speed runs, about 35-40 minutes. It just all depends on how you are with the throttle. So other than that, I am very pleased with the truck. Here's the radio here. The truck comes with a Traxxas link. It comes with a power cell, junk, nickel metal batteries. Comes with a Traxxas link. I was using the iPod. Now all of a sudden the radio is not recognizing the iPod. I've tried 3 different ones, so that's got to go back to Traxxas. So that about covers everything, and I have a video up right now with some backflips with the stock Talon tires and some speed runs with those road rages. I strictly just run on 4S. Running on 6S, I just think you tear too much stuff up. So if you guys have any questions or anything, just leave me a comment down below. Please subscribe. I'll have some more videos with these tires on, and that's about it. You guys have fun.